Hello, everyone, and welcome to yet another episode of Code with the Italians and Mark. Hey, Mark, welcome back.
Hello.
Yay.
Good to be back.
Let me know, by the way, because I just realized that there might be a bit of a audio-visual sync problem, at least for me, because I hear the audio from Skype way before I see the video on OBS. So if people are out of sync, let me know. And I will not be able to do anything about it. But at least I will know.
Just for the...
Yeah, I
can
hear
us?
I can
just
hear you,
as a starter question.
Oh,
No. I mean the people at home, because usually everything's fine, and then somebody's like, "Oh, we can't hear you." So, this is just we need to try to do a sound check at some point. Anyway, so how's everybody in the chat? Are you happy?
Mark.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
So Obi-Wan is your only hope?
yes, probably.
Everything seems perfect. Okay, let's see how long it lasts.
Everything seems perfect. Wow. Yeah, Fabio, I like your optimism. So someone is double. Okay, I'm hearing him even twice. You see, something is off with my audio.
Try speak again.
Can you hear me properly now?
Can you say something just to double check?
There's definitely only one of me.
Okay.
Can you hear more than one of me?
No, I will explain why that happened. Even stutters, I think it's the connection. I don't think we can do much for that. What happened on Wednesday was that for whatever reason, Skype was sending the audio of the two people in the call to two different streams. Whereas normally they just mux everything into one. So you have multiple copies, like you have the audio from Ivan, the audio from Mark. They would be two separate channels, but they both have Mark and Ivan. And so I had to enable both the guest and Ivan on Wednesday, and now I had to disable the guest. But you can still hear Mark, so that's fine. The Apache, I think you'll have to take over from Mark at some point. Oh, good. The phone is ready, so I think we can get started.
Okay,
so what are we doing today, Mark?
Yeah, it's that was my first question. Okay, now we have a phone and audio is okay, but what are we gonna do? Mark is muted. No, come on.
Oh, you see? Okay, try again. Yeah, they definitely
can. You hear me now? I'm definitely not trolling this time.
So, like faking audio issue.
So you know what I was telling you a second ago, that Skype on Wednesday at some point decided to split the audio tracks into different channels. It wasn't doing it earlier, and now it's doing it again, and we haven't touched anything. It just decided that, oh, by the way, Ivan should be in the Ivan channel, and Mark should be in the Mark channel. So I had muted Mark, so you couldn't hear Mark anymore. Thank you, Skype.
Okay. Thank you, Skype. I mean, this is smooth.
It keeps us on our toes, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's it's like a constant vigilance, like a Harry Potter kind of thing, right? You can't actually take a break. So, what are we gonna do again, Mark? Please, because people missed.
So I'll try and remember what I said before. So we've now got the audio and video working. So let's play it safe. Let's go for a completely bleeding edge library that is only available in snapshot form. There's not even an alpha available yet, and so we'll try and and include that. What could possibly go wrong? Particularly with Seb at the controls.
That's the worst thing, isn't it?
That's,
knowing that I am the
one. That's a bit harsh, but correct. That's a bit harsh, but correct. I mean, I think. So this thing is a snapshot. So it's basically, we are basically taking the library from the developer's laptop.
Yep.
Basically. Okay.
Yeah. So to give some background, so app widgets have been around on Android since forever. They were introduced in Android 1.5 Cupcake, which is API level 3, and they haven't changed an awful lot since. They got partial. They're always quite useful thing to have. They basically allow you to surface information to the user's home screen. The user has to manually install the widget on their home screen. You can't force it there. So you have to make sure you're providing something that's of use to the user. And you update it periodically. But it's kind of tricky to use because where you're running an activity, you completely own that. And so you have complete responsibility for it. But if you're running it on the home screen, there's other stuff going on there, and you could cause an awful lot of damage if you're not careful. So you're kind of running in a sandboxed environment, and you don't actually have direct access to the views themselves. Have remote views. So I'm just giving this quick overview for anyone that has never actually implemented an app widget. And remote views are kind of a subset of the whole view system, and allow you a limited number of things that you can display and then update the home screen. And it's all basically driven from a broadcast receiver. So you fire a broadcast to trigger an update, and you can include extras in your intent that's broadcast, and that can provide data to be displayed as part of your remote views. And then the system takes over and renders your remote views to the home screen. You do get a fair amount of control over theming and that kind of stuff, but it's just within the area of the home screen that your widget takes up. It's 1.5, but now suddenly they exist again, and oh no!
Yeah, I need to keep an eye. I need to keep an eye on the levels, because for whatever reason, Skype is muting and unmuting people at random, so I need to compensate on my side.
Wow, that's high maintenance. Okay.
Yeah, Skype is acting up today.
Okay, I can try turning off noise cancellation on my end in case that's messing with it. Right. So so basically, Apple invented app widgets, and now all designers want them in apps. And we've got these APIs that have been around for since almost as long as Android, and haven't had much love, and are really feeling quite dated. So it was announced that there was a new library coming at Google I/O, I believe it was announced, that there was something happening. And then more recently at the Android Developer Summit, we got an early preview glimpse of Glance, which is the new library for rendering app widgets, and it's kind of based on Jetpack Compose. So that's kind of what we're going to be looking at today. It's as I said earlier, it's not even reached alpha release yet, so we're living dangerously.
Yeah.
So
I mean, why not?
If nothing else, it's going to be entertaining watching us crash and burn.
Well, let's say that as usual, we are doing QA for the libraries, right?
Yeah.
The pre-production stable version of the libraries.
You know what I realized, Ivan, is that we probably shouldn't count on subscriptions to get money for the stickers to send to people. We should just invoice Google directly.
Well, okay, so now that you mention it.
Oh no, what have I done?
No, I'm just kidding. But by the way, we accept donations from big corps. We don't mind. So if there is somebody with like very heavy wallets and they want offload some of that weight, please.
We can help.
I'm gonna just reach out to you with my IBAN and you can wire some money. So this is cool. So basically, I'm very interested in this thing because one of my apps. Okay, so my wife is very fond of widgets, and she's also a very happy user of one of my apps. And I, as a gift, because I'm such a husband, right? I love you so much. I want to give her widgets for the app. I never built a widget, and I saw that you are actually looking into. Yeah, I don't know. Professionally speaking, it was never required because they are a new thing, right? They were invented like 6 months ago by Apple. So on Android, we didn't have any chance. So now I'm super excited about this. I watched the video from the Dev Summit. So actually, I can probably get the. Yeah. I get the link and I'm gonna just post it. So I have an idea what we are gonna do, but I also have no idea how to do it. So so I know widgets, but I use the one from the calendar. So that's my extent.
I will see your. I've watched the ADS video. And I'll raise it with I haven't even done that, so I have no clue what we're doing today.
Yeah, sure.
So Seb and Ivan are swapping roles almost this stream.
I'm good at the fake it till you make it part, so it's fine.
Yeah. So I'm very excited.
Well, that's what I've been doing a little bit this week with Glance, and I've got something working in my own pet project, which is quite nice. So yeah, I'm hopeful that we'll get something working, even if it's just a hello world initially, and then but you can then build on that. You can iterate. So I think it's probably worth mentioning a couple of things about Glance, in that it doesn't replace remote views. It's actually built on top of remote views, but protects you from them, so you don't have to do remote views anymore. As I said, it is very, very much bleeding edge, so the APIs are going to be unstable. On Friday, when I finished my day job, I actually updated to the latest snapshot just to see how much it broke since Tuesday. And apart from one package name change, it was all good. So I don't think they could have broken much more since then.
We can pick the snapshot from Friday, I guess.
Yeah, I could tell you exactly which snapshot version I've picked up if it helps keep us on track.
Let's try.
The other thing to know about Glance is that although I keep mentioning Jetpack Compose, it implements a Jetpack Compose like UI, API, but it's not actually Compose. Because it still has the remote views underlying it. It's not just emitting UI as Compose would.
And I found it incredibly fascinating. So they went to the extent to build a Compose like syntax. Like, you have it looks like Compose, but it's also cut down because of the constraints. So you don't have everything. So it's not the same row composable or column composable. I mean, it's called row, but it's not that one, right? But and then it has like modifiers, but not all of them. Because they actually, and I think it's incredibly. I mean, I found it incredibly generous.
So
let's say, because
it's kind of like a fake it till you make it. That's the theme today.
But the idea is, they wanted very much to help the developer in a way that, like, they are familiar with Compose. Let's try to make it similar enough so they are not suffering like in the old days, but with the constraints that we have. So I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, like what I assumed was, again, not knowing literally anything about this apart from the fact that it's called Glance. I assumed that it was using Compose, rendering into bitmaps and using them into image views, which are one of the few views you can actually use in remote views. But I guess it's just a DSL that wraps the remote views that already exist, probably. I mean, remote views are views, normal views, but they live in a different process. Maybe it's worth explaining that. So if you do notifications or if you do home screen widgets, those things don't live in your process. They are rendered by the launcher or by the system UI, depending whether you're talking about widgets or notifications. And so to avoid allowing applications to run code, arbitrary code, which is the big security problem, in a third-party process, then what they created is they created the idea of a remote widget, remote view, which is essentially a view that can be serialized to a parcel. Think of it as describing, oh, this is a text, this is the content, this is the font, well, the font size, this is the font family, blah, 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 this is the color. And just think of it as they're putting all the stuff in a parcel, passing the parcel to the system UI or passing it to the launcher. And then the launcher will read it and create the actual view UI for you in its own process. And the reason why there's a limitation and that you cannot use custom views, you cannot use weird stuff, is simply because that's a way that people could do code execution in a privileged process or in a third-party process. And technically, any application can host remote views. So even more so is like remote views need to be safe. So there's a lot of views that aren't available. There's no app compat, there's no third-party views, there's nothing. The only thing you can do from a remote view is load a resource from your application into the remote view, because like the nice thing about the resources system in Android is that it knows how to load resources from other APKs. So the launcher can get the icon that you say from your APK. So that, I think that's it. I don't know if I forgotten anything.
No, that sounds very similar to how things work with Glance as well, because it's still got the same remote views framework underlying it. That's still how this UI is rendered in another process. And you've still got to go through some similar steps to actually declare your app widget so that it can be run in that process. And we'll cover that as we go. But that is kind of the same for traditional app widgets using remote views directly, and for Glance. So you still have to declare things as necessary.
Okay, so let me share the screen.
How do we start?
So we start from androidx.dev, I guess.
Yep. So for those unfamiliar with AndroidX.dev, this is where all things bleeding edge live. Essentially, you can get any Android X library snapshot. So you can get daily snapshots of any library. So this is nothing specific to Glance. All of Android X and Jetpack. Anytime there's a new commit, it triggers a new build and produces a snapshot. And this is of the entirety of Android X. So let me just jump to my
as you can see, there's a bunch of things. All the things. There's a lot of things.
And so
this is something new. I didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't know about it until someone dropped me a suggestion of something I was working on in my day job, of how I could, I said, I need a new version of a particular Android X library. And this person said, yeah, well, you can get it from here. And it completely unblocked me. So it was really nice.
Has existed
so this
for
is,
a while.
This is every commit.
Yeah.
Or every push, at least.
Every push to the main branch, I think.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Any push to main will trigger a new snapshot to be built, and it will be each snapshot build is numbered, so you can. This is a big protection in that you can use a specific numbered build, and you will always get then the same snapshot. Until you change that build number.
I love it.
So you're not just going to get random commits or random pushes to main that are suddenly going to break things for you. You're at least locking to a specific build number. And so this is what I did on Friday. I updated a build ID and waited to see what broke. And thankfully, very little did. So,
it's not because I'm familiar with the snapshots. Like, okay, it's the latest one. So once you jump on snapshots, it's always the latest one, and there is no going back if thing blows up.
Not yet, not really, because
feels a bit
by
more...
using a custom repository definition that has the build ID. Yes, you do get a snapshot for something. So the version is a dash snapshot, but it is that specific snapshot. It's not like on Maven.
This is nice.
Central, for example, where snapshot is snapshot.
The latest one. Yeah, the latest. Okay. Oh, this is cool. It's actually deterministic, so it's nice.
Yeah, and to answer the question in the chat from Kurin Pizza is, can we say it's the latest version of the dev branch? It's all the versions of the main development branch. So every time there is something merged to it, like after a review or something, then they generate a new build. So the thing is, there is a latest build, which is literally the last one that has been pushed. But you see, there's like, there's pages and pages and pages and pages of builds. So there's all the ones you might want, but generally what you want is to go with the latest one, which is just, in this case, is 79.13.448. So the way we get started then is to open the builder Gradle at the top level and add here the Maven repository, and then I never remember what's the thing. Okay, I think it's
and
that
the
URL.
specific.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, and the specific build number I used was earlier than that. So if you,
I mean,
let's live dangerously.
At this point. And
So next we need to add the
glance
actual dependency.
thing?
Yep.
App widget.
And that is Android X.
Okay, so let me open the TOML. Android X dot glance. Okay.
And the module is the package is Android X.glance, and it's glance-app widget.
As opposed to glance what?
There are actually there's glance core, there's glance app widget, and there's glance wear. So glance is also going to be supported on wear devices.
Okay.
So the version that we need is 1.0.0 hyphen capital snapshot, the whole all in capitals.
Okay.
So it is 1.0.
Oddly enough, when there's an alpha release, it will that will drop. But this is essentially the 1.0 snapshot. This is
here,
what they're building
specifically.
towards.
Yeah.
Okay. It seems like Android Studio got somewhat stuck on trying to install the app earlier, so I'll just give it a quick restart. Yes, thank you. In the meantime, is there any documentation that we can share in the chat, maybe? And then Ivan can do the Ivan thing.
Well, I mean, I'm just buying time, but I want to remember that we are giving away stickers. So stay with us. We are running the same, the usual giveaway. I already picked the word, so in a moment we are gonna start. Yay! Welcome, Eltmom. And what else? We are gonna also run the IntelliJ giveaway using today's VOD. So stay tuned, because tomorrow evening after 20 basically, we are gonna start the giveaway with IntelliJ. Stay with us. The usual drill. Just need a comment to the video. What else? Anything else?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Oh yeah, I mean, the usual, you saw it already in the chat. If you have an Amazon Prime subscription, you can become a subscriber. Becoming a subscriber, you don't get harassed by Twitch commercials, ads, and you support us, so you can get we can make more stickers. And if you win a giveaway, you will also win, as a subscriber, you will also win the holo sticker. Can you see that there's a different sticker? And you can only have it if you are a subscriber. So think about it. Think about it. Just subscribe. It's super worth it. I mean, on your laptop, on your new M1 Apple laptop. So.
Okay. So I forgot to take away that. I hate the Android view. Okay. So we have added our dependency, Mark. What up? What next?
So did we actually add the library to the project itself? So in our app, we need to add that dependency.
Yes. Here. I'll just do, it's not bundle, it is glance. Probably. Oh no, it's Android X.glance. Maybe. Did I fuck up the TOML? Maybe I did. Android X, glance. No, it should be fine. Shut up. Sync again.
It's saying the sync failed.
No, I think it was just because I forgot to put Android X before I ran the sync. Failed to resolve glance app widget.
Can we?
That looks like it's not found the
repo or
the yeah. So are we adding the repo to the right place?
I think it's in all projects. Oh, and it's in the build script. Lol. Ta-da!
There we go. I'd actually move that to the bottom just in case, and then we're actually preferring to get stuff. No, I don't mean right to the bottom. I mean just the bottom of those three, so that it's going to try Google first, then Maven Central, and then our real bleeding edge repository, so we don't accidentally pick up a snapshot library. We shouldn't do unless we're specifying snapshot.
Yeah, I put it to the top because that generally like more specialized stuff goes to the top to avoid squatting. It's not really a big problem with Maven Central, but with JCenter it is a big problem. So you should really be careful that your JCenter is always at the bottom. If you're still using it, you should move away from it. But if you have libraries that are on JCenter, you need to get them from there, put them at the bottom. Same thing with Jetpack, by the way. You risk squatting, so don't put it at the top, because if anyone publishes something with coordinates that are like a malicious app.compat or something on Jetpack, you're gonna get that shit from Jetpack, and that's not good. Okay. Think it is actually working now. Yeah, I mean, Android Studio seems to be okay with the sync, but at the same time not. So I'll just give it another go. But it wasn't complaining.
My sanity check is always to look in the external libraries and see if it's listed there.
Androidx.glance. There you go. Yes.
Excellent.
Super.
So, should we create a widget?
Why not?
Yay!
Oh, I chose
all the things.
I chose the commit message. I redeemed.
Take a glance on me. Fine, Mark. Fine.
You need to amend. You need to amend the comment.
God, I need something else to commit. No.
Super. Thanks, Mark. I mean, we are grateful people.
Thanks, Mark. Now I need to fix something in the key mapping because it's driving me insane.
What's
this?
Wrong?
Fuck you.
Shift backspace. What do you do with shift backspace?
It's just if I have shift pressed and I press delete, it doesn't actually delete shit, and it's annoying. So
okay.
No, this, and then I add keyboard shortcut, shift backspace, and then I do this.
I see what you're doing.
Add shortcut. Boom, done. Apply, save, done. Okay, sorry. I don't know why. Sometimes it just forgets about it. So probably when I reinstall Windows 5 times in 3 days, computers. That might be the reason. Yeah. Okay. Let's create a widget.
Go.
So where do we start?
Okay, let's first we need to create our receiver that's going to be triggered to update the app widget. So we either want to create an app widget package, or we want to do stuff in UI. I guess that's your call, as it's your code base.
Let's have a package that's called glance, maybe.
Okay. So in there, we can't just use a normal broadcast receiver. So let's just create a class called glance app widget receiver. Oh no, bundle app widget receiver. I'm sorry.
Nobody can claim it.
And
nice.
And that needs to extend glance app widget receiver.
Okay, so there is an app widget receiver specific.
And we need a constructor.
Implement something.
So here we have, we need to provide a glance app widget instance. We can either create a private inner class or make a private class here, or we can create a separate class depending on what we want to do. But we need to create a class which we can just call app widget, and that needs to extend glance app widget.
Okay.
Implement the members, and the auto create hasn't actually added the compose annotation or composable. There we go. So this should now be familiar territory. This is going to look a lot like compose, although it isn't. It's kind of so let's just create a simple hello world for now. So we want a text item in there. And if we try and pull in the normal compose text, it's not going to work.
Okay.
So there is a glance
this
text.
one.
And that's what we need.
Nice.
So now, for now, let's just do. Yeah.
Okay. I might have to rename the widget, I'm afraid, Mark.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, by popular demand.
By popular, I mean coding pizza.
Well, I mean, he put the money on the table, so that's it. The Italian points. For me,
okay.
For me is money.
Do we need to? I haven't created the broadcast receiver in forever. Do we need to register it in the manifest?
We will do, but we need to do something else first.
Okay.
So before we can properly register it, we need to declare that it's an app widget. So we need to specify that this is going to need to be displayed on the home screen. There's various things that we need to tell the operating system about our app widget. So we need to create a resource, an XML resource. And we can just call it app widget info.
Okay.
Or underscore. Yeah, I've put an underscore in there for readability. The root element wants to be an app widget hyphen provider. That's it. Let's get started. So there's going to be no body to this, so we can just have it's just attributes that we need here. So there we go. So we need to give it a min width, a min height.
Oh, okay.
So this is going to tell the system.
Wow.
I've got some here if we want to go with some that kind of just work. So I've got a min width of 72 dp, min height 32 dp. So that should be about a 2:1 aspect ratio. And we also need resize mode none. So this isn't going to be resizable for now. If we decide we want to make it resizable, we can later on, but let's keep life simple. We need a min resize width and a max min resize height, and they can be the same as our min width and min height.
Hello, Spark.
We need an update period millis. So this is kind of how often it's going to get automatically updated. I've put this just a really high number because it's not something we want to happen very often. Yeah. I mean, that's fine.
Yeah, we could put like int max value, I guess, because we are only going to update manually, right? This would make sense if you had something that needs to be that you need the system to let you know that your widget needs to be re-updated, right? I haven't done this in forever, dude.
Yeah, this is just going to periodically just trigger an update. But if we're using the technique where we're supplying data in an intent, the system isn't going to know what to supply there. So we don't necessarily want this to happen very often. So that should be the basis of what we need here. And then we can go to our manifest. If I don't put my screen to sleep, so I lose track of what I'm doing. So now we want to declare our receiver. So after the service, we can declare a receiver. The name wants to be our widget receiver, and we need to declare it as exported true as well. And then inside the receiver,
does not require permission. Does it need a permission? I don't think so.
No.
Let me check.
It might need in internet position or foregrounds. No. Maybe once we actually add the intent filters, it might recognize that. So let's actually complete it and then see if it's still complaining. So we need a body to the receiver block. And in there, we need an intent filter. And the action needs to be Android app widget .action .widget update.
Sorry, Android?
No, it's a name attribute action.
Why is everything so complicated?
So if you look for app widget, you should get a. No, it's not. So it's Android.app widget. Action dot app widget underscore update, all in caps.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's not complaining anymore. Haha.
Okay. And now we need to add some metadata after the intent filter. And that's just two attributes. So we need a name of android.appwidget.provider. And a resource of XML, and this is at XML. And we need to basically reference this XML file that we just created. There we go. So what we've done here is we've declared a broadcast receiver, but this metadata, the app widget provider, is basically going to expose to the operating system that we support an app widget, and it will accept actions of app widget update to trigger updates. So whenever an app widget update is broadcast with our app widget ID, we will get a will get triggered. We can override stuff later to handle data in intents and whatever, but let's try and just get a simple hello world running.
So this is how we tell Android that there are widgets in our app, basically. Yeah. Okay, this is cool.
Let's see.
There's a question in the chat. I don't really understand the difference between updating automatically and manually a widget. Can we really decide when to update a widget?
Yes, we can, because the app widget update intent can be fired both by the operating system and by us internally. So in my pet project, I have a work manager task which runs periodically, and when that gets new data, it fires off an app widget update intent, and in the payload of that, in the extras, it supplies the information to be displayed. So just by firing off that intent can wake up our app widget to update the remote views effectively. But nice. if we wait for this update time that was specified in our app widget info, when the system will periodically fire off an empty app widget update to trigger an update, and that will kind of mess with us if we're expecting data to be part of the intent, because there just won't be any data in the intent when the operating system fires it. So
I think it failed because I have removed the secondary account on the phone because it wasn't working, and I forgot to remove it from the build from the run configuration. Yeah, so I think
the joys of trying to stop a build in Android Studio as well.
Yeah, try
I killed Gradle, but
it's like a new, it's like a nuclear plant, right? You just, when you turn it on, that's it. It's gonna go forever. You can't turn it off.
On this machine, it doesn't take too much time to start. Let's put it that way.
Well, but eventually they are gonna make the same amount. They are gonna produce the same amount of heat. So that's also nice.
It's good in winter.
So keep yourself warm. Yeah.
Let's see. I had killed Grade also.
So, okay. Yeah, it's coming. I mean, deploying on the phone is always a bit slower. So, as long as your Android Studio doesn't let you run an emulator for some reason, I think we are stuck with your device.
There you go. Okay.
Nice.
Okay, so if we exit out to the home screen now, we should be able to long click, select widgets, and there's one bundle widget. And if you drag that, it should appear on the screen.
Bloop. I mean, it looks like shit, but it exists.
Yes, okay. I mean, no, Sebastiano. I mean, we have it styled. So this is like the default layout, because we... Yeah, wait, no, it's not the default
There's
layout.
Only a text.
It's the text view, but there is just the text view.
Yeah, we're not even attempting to style it or anything yet.
But this is great. So, okay, but something that I learned, if you don't put anything, the thing is transparent. That's... So...
Yeah.
How to make a transparent app widget? Don't style it. So that's so something that I learned. Yes.
That was a good commit message.
Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take it. But this is great. This is it. I mean, this is it. So now this is static content, right?
Yeah, so we've got a simple hello world widget, essentially. Shall we see if we can style it?
Yes, please.
Let's put a scaffold
in it.
We won't be able to do a scaffold because there isn't a glance scaffold. We can only use the glance widgets, the glance composables.
But jokes aside, do we have already like a reference page to understand what are the available composable for glance, or it's too early stages?
No, it's too early. We're not even at alpha stage for it, so even in alpha you're going to have fluid APIs. So to expect anything this early while it's still, they're developing it in the open, so they're inviting early feedback, so that I see that as great. Play with it on pet projects, and find stuff that works, find stuff that doesn't work, and feedback. So we can only improve it if we do that.
Yeah, super. We have a question. Fabio is asking if we need a theme for our widgets, or we can use the system like the material one.
That's what I was coming to next. So can I just take a quick look at the bundle themes? So if we were to use one of the bundle themes, which one do you think would be appropriate? The onboarding theme, or
deleted the onboarding one. So we only have the V3 or the V2 themes. That's it.
Okay, I actually think let's try. I created a theme manually for my widget because it was easiest. But let's see if we can leverage the existing bundle U theme. What we will need to do, we can't rely on the default is in dark mode, because kind of things behave slightly differently in glance land. So that should be overridable, the is in dark theme. And what we'll need to do there is we might need to create let me find the right bit of code.
We cannot use this one, but we have our own magic way to do that.
Yeah, bear with me. I am just finding it in my code. There we go. So if we create a private val in Cannoli widget, that's an extension on context and is dark theme, and it's a boolean.
Boop.
And the get on that should be equal to resources dot configuration dot UI mode, and just space and then configuration with a capital C dot UI mode night mask equals configuration dot UI mode night.
Okay, so we're doing it by hand, essentially the same thing that the composable is doing.
Yeah. So where we actually call that, we need to call. No, we don't want to use that. What we need to do is we need to get the context from glance. So where we call is dark theme in our bundle U theme, we want a prefix dot is dark theme with local context. No, not there. Line below, just before is in dark mode. It is dark theme. No, sorry, in the existing line here in the bundle U theme. Before where we've got is dark mode in red.
Okay.
Before that, dot local context. And we want to make sure we get the glance one. Dot current.
Okay. So we don't need this.
Dark theme.
Okay.
So this won't necessarily do anything on its own. We can run this and it will make no difference whatsoever.
Before we run it,
because
I just want to double check where, like, which text style this is. It's its own, so I don't know if it will actually get anything from the material theme, but let's see. Let's try and run it.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to get anything from the material theme yet, but we can hook it up to the material theme. So, as I say, I don't think this will do anything. And I'm not sure if this will even cause the widget to update. So the way we can do that is by dragging the widget to remove up at the top and just drop the widget in again. And as I say, I don't think this will actually have made a blind bit of difference.
It's an error.
But
there is an error now.
We do have an error.
The exact error.
So we will need to create another widget.
Check the error.
If we...
So where do we get the error? Like globcat? I guess.
Yeah, it will be.
Although
okay.
Yes. Composition local context not present.
Compositional. Okay.
So this is the right one. Yeah, it is the right one.
So why is that? That's working for me.
Is that because you're on a different build? Should we try your own, like the same build you're using?
Maybe it is. Let me just check, because that's complaining inside your theme.
Well, it's outside here still, I guess.
Yeah. No, I'm just calling it in that. Let me just check my theme and see what's happening on that.
Yeah, no. Still broken.
Yeah,
yep.
That's weird.
Same error.
Okay, why don't we try just creating a new theme, just in case there's stuff in the existing theme. The theme
no,
I
wait.
created
No,
is
no,
only
you're right.
really,
This
really
is
simple
the
one.
in the bundle you theme is erroring out. So yeah, it's that composition local. Yeah, it's this one.
Yeah,
this one is fucking up.
The theme. Yeah, that's
but
where
I
we
guess
need,
what I can do is.
Although no, that's working for me. Local context is working, but I'm using glance local context.
That's the problem, I guess.
Yeah, that's the problem.
But I can do this, and then that will work. Whoop, whoop. And then I need to pass it the right context, which is this. Okay. So this might work.
Yeah.
Someone in the chat, from what I read, the glance widgets still don't have material-related awareness, i.e. the glance modifier background still requires to pass the day and night color.
I've managed to get it working. I've got
nice.
day and night working, but maybe that's how we come. That's how I've wired it up. So I don't think they do it by default, but I've wired things up so that.
I think it's the same
colors.
Yeah, the colors is calling the wrong system in dark theme. I think it's easier at this point to just not
create a widget theme.
Let's create a small team.
Okay, so I'll just undo this 1 second because we don't clearly need it. And And I will create a bundle glance theme. Okay, which takes a dark theme boolean, or maybe just takes the context. Maybe it might make more sense.
Well, that's not going to be yeah, glance context dot current,
like this, and then maybe here, and then is there like a glance material theme? No.
No, there isn't. So you just create a normal material theme, which I'm using the material 3 one.
So we create one of these. Why is that? Oh, right.
And we give it, we need to have an argument on the bundle glance theme that's going to be content, which is a composable function. Have it as the last one, so we can have it as a trailing lambda.
Copy paste it.
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah. So within there, we can just add content equals content.
But it also needs.
Yeah, we also want the color scheme in there. We need to declare our color scheme ahead. So what I've done is, so that we get proper backwards compatibility, is I've created a val called dynamic color, and that is equal to build.version.sdk in.
I think we
is greater than or equal to build.version code.
Just gonna copy paste it.
Yeah, you can largely copy paste the rest of that, I think.
And I need to copy this as well.
No, don't add typography. I'm not sure that's supported.
I mean, we can try later and see how it goes, I guess.
So dark theme, we want to check.
I'll just do
that extension. Yeah, cut that and paste that into the theme. And
okay, so this would be dark theme, which is, well, I can just put it as a whatever. Yeah, here. Yeah, but I just wanted to do glance context as dark theme. Okay, so you can change it from the outside if you want. Okay.
But isn't gonna give us the same error because we just pasted it? Am I missing something?
Well, we shouldn't be referencing. Yeah, we should be using glance context there. So we shouldn't here be referencing anything that's going to directly call local context.
The problem we had was that the bundle material 3 theme also calls the v2 theme, which does get the dark like that. Like the bundle u theme calls the bundle v2 theme, which in turn calls the bundle colors, which is only used by the v2 theme. So if we only have the v3, should be fine.
It's whether dark theme colors is doing anything.
Like the problem was this here. This was indirectly referencing stuff because this one then calls this, and this one then does this. That was the problem. I mean, I can easily fix this by just passing in the dark theme here, which probably would also make sense. I mean, that was kind of a bug. I think now it should work, to be honest.
Let's try. Although we seem to have an error
I'll check in a sec. I think it's here because we don't have this anymore.
We don't need that anymore there.
I mean, we don't, I guess. So this one only needs the content. That's fine. I mean, now we're using this separate, bundle glance theme.
That was probably why it was
failing. Well, we were not
needing
it yet. Like we hadn't declared it yet.
Yeah, we had.
I think what we can do here, though, is that given that this is now essentially the same as this, we can probably just say, hey, you know what? You can be just the other one. Bundle U theme, and the only thing we need to do is to pass the dark theme and the content. That should work, because then it doesn't need to do weird shit. Like it doesn't need this, so it should work, theoretically.
Okay.
I mean...
Well, you can certainly try. So close.
Yeah, I mean, I need an import. No import, no party. Yay. Widget, bundle, fingers crossed. Derp.
No.
Denied.
Damn it.
Bundle youth.
What's the error?
Still that resolve composition local.
Okay, so can you roll back and try to use the theme that we built a moment ago?
Sure, but it's not gonna change anything because the problem.
What's happening in the bundle U theme?
Yeah, it's
that's.
Oh wait, yes, obviously. I need to pass the context as well. Right. And then context, which is by default local context.current. Okay. And now that should work.
Try again.
I mean, maybe.
Sure.
Could, would. You go away. Widgets. Bundle. Yay!
Looks good. I mean, it still looks like shit.
It doesn't look any different, but it hasn't broken.
That's a win in my book.
So,
now,
I mean, that's I guess I can do.
Yeah,
I can do better than this.
Hugo is asking in the chat, I suppose you can provide that other local context because it's only compose-esque and not really compose. I think the problem is that when you do, when you have a local composition provider and Glance is providing it with it for whatever reason, I'm not sure. It's providing the context, not using the normal one from material, but it's using its own, which is weird because a context is a context is a context. But I don't know. There might be something I'm missing.
I'm not sure if Glance might be doing something weird because it's running in a separate process, so it may be having to get the context.
Yeah, but at the same time, like you are providing the same type, so you can probably just have a composition local provider, wrap everything in there, and put your own value of context there. It should work. But maybe it's that they didn't want to have the dependency on the material package, given that there isn't much that they depend on for.
Yeah.
I think this is better. They should probably try to avoid naming things the same way, just with a slightly different package. I think that's a good point of feedback. It's probably, yeah, that's not great.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Hugo, the local context is in a different
background.
Okay, fine. Shut up, even.
Background. I'm trying to, you know.
Okay. So we want to.
No.
I'd say just put it
Is
in
there
a
a
column or
box
something
in
for now.
Glass? Yay! I can use a box.
Okay, I need to first cut a hole in a box.
No.
What?
We're not singing Lonely Island songs here.
I was just referring to the syntax. I don't know what you're talking about.
You can set. It wants to be a glance modifier.
This one is different. Okay. That's confusing. Whoop. So I want the background.
Background. And we can directly access material theme.colorscheme.primary container there.
Primary container. And this one would also need a color.
Here we need to be a little funky because there are various ways of providing color for text in Glance. You can either do it through resource values or through a color. So what you need to do is set the text color, the text style, and create a text style. In here you can do various things like specify a color, and it needs to be a color provider.
Slightly different.
Yeah, with color provider. You can provide day and night colors here, but we've already handled that in the theme. So you just want to do a material theme.colorscheme on primary container.
I think I also want to have a padding because I hate things looking all squishy.
It won't be squishy at the moment because, well, it kind of is right up against the edge. But
from a person that never worked with Widget at the moment, anyway, yet, let's say, the cycle, you know, the deployment and refresh cycle is a bit weird. I mean, the fact that I have to add the widget every time. Isn't there a way that I can just refresh the UI?
Yes.
Okay.
But we'll come
because this thing is killing me.
I'm doing that and it's killing you. Come on.
We'll do that next, Ivan.
Yeah. That's imagine my frustration.
So now we could try switching to night mode on the device.
Do you do it from? I don't remember. Night light? No, not night light.
Jesus Christ! This thing is so ugly. Look at that. I hate this shit. Look at that. How much margin is that? Why?
It's okay.
Why do you have so much pad? No, it's not. I'm gonna switch to Xiaomi.
Do you think it's gonna be better?
I don't want to see this. I think that the Samsung UI and Xiaomi UI are not going for this.
Samsung is
thingy. Pretty
kind
sure.
of the same, really. Yeah.
Are you sure?
So
well, it hasn't changed anything. It seems. Has the app changed? Okay, the app has changed. Oh yeah, we don't have a.
But when the app next updates, then it should get the night theme.
So how do we do this?
Okay, what we could do is we could make the widget clickable, which you can do by adding a modifier to the box, .clickable. Now here you can launch an activity, and that's what I've primarily used it for. But what we could do within here, let me just check. I know that Glance does have some extension functions. So if you look for lowercase action launch activity.
Aha.
Okay, so there's some Glance stuff. I'm wondering if they've got just a fire off.
I mean, this launches an intent, so close. Well.
Yeah, because I'm wondering if we could just launch.
Let's try that.
An app update, an app widget update. So create an intent, and the action.
Well, I'll just copy paste it from here because I'm lazy. It's this one, right?
Yep.
Will it fire it to everyone? Yeah, I guess so. I don't care. It's fine.
Yeah, what we probably want to do is get our own app ID. Yeah, that. Let me just find the bit of code where I do that as well. We need to determine our own app widget ID.
Well, it doesn't seem to do much, but it's not failing either.
Yeah, because we need. Yeah, the reason why it's probably not doing much is because it's has a required. Let me just find my code where it's doing all of that. So I'm doing it from a work manager task. So yeah, you need to. Yeah, we can't actually do a launch activity there, I don't think. I think there is a way. Yeah, that's doing a launch activity. So no, we don't want to do that.
Although intent pending, yeah.
We want to do other. We need to add other stuff.
Oh, we can do that
for it to work. Okay. So we need to add an extra. The name is app widget manager.extra app widget IDs. No, we want to call it on app widget manager. No, we don't want it in quotes. It's extra app widget IDs.
Well, I think you can, yeah.
Or extra app widget ID will do. And now we need to. I think there is. I think there's a glance at widget ID.
I love how the documentation ends in a cliffhanger.
So,
but how do you do that?
Yeah, see you on next season.
I think we can get our app ID from Glance.
Is it a Glance here?
We don't. I think there. Yeah, Glance. No, uppercase G. Glance ID.
How do I get?
Yeah, close enough.
No, it's an interface. But.
Shit. Who's implementing it?
Is there a local Glance ID?
Let me find it. I will find it and I will. No, wait. Compose for size, Glance ID. Where does.
Yeah, what's the widget? What's the widget ID?
It's here. Ta-da. Okay, let's see where that comes from. I want the preview. Thank you very much. That's loading, apparently. That's very useful. Thank you. Compose.
Where are you?
Yeah, I think it's kind of broken in Android Studio, this thing.
Pretty sure there is.
Yeah,
is it maybe
then,
local glance ID? Or...
Let me try. Local glance ID. Yay. Current. Probably. But this wants
yeah, I remember something
value.
Similar. They're saying something in the chat about a callback.
I hate callbacks.
Is it something? Because I remember something from the video.
App widget. Anyway. I think it's probably just I'm gonna YOLO the shit out of this for now.
But this I think an app widget
oh, it's
ID
internal
is just,
though.
An ID though. Yeah, I think it's just
no, it was. Where was it? Nope. This one. This provides glance ID, which is just this. And the widget ID is passed in.
Yeah, but it's an
it's an
internal
widget ID.
Piece of shit.
Internal.
Piece of shit.
Can't use it. Fuck it.
How does one get the glance ID? Like, how do you
try to?
I did see something on this. Local glance ID.
Widget ID. App widget ID is passed in. Compose. Where is compose called? App widget ID. I just want to see how they get it, because if they get it the same, like we can get it the same way they do, right?
So they are suggesting it in the chat, Sebastian.
Action callback has override suspend fun on run, where you can access the glance ID to update the widget. Okay. So the action callback would be here.
In the click. Yeah, check if there is another, instead of action launch activity, if there is something else.
Maybe this one. Yeah, this one. Oh, you can do whatever here. Except you cannot. Da 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 da.
No, but there is something. There is try. Look for a builder.
On run.
Look for
below there. There was an on run extension function.
What? Look for a builder.
Action run.
Yeah, here you go. Okay. Action run callback. This is what you need instead of action launch. Nice. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Jesus.
You.
Jesus. I sorry if I'm butchering your nick.
Okay, so this, what's the problem with it? Action parameters. Okay, maybe it doesn't take that. I was just too eager. Action parameters. No, I want to call back class. What is this? What?
You need this one. The one. Yeah. Oh. How do you use it?
Okay. I mean, I can just implement action callback, I guess, but why?
Fair enough. But
yeah, that doesn't seem like it's used anywhere that we can copy paste. So we're gonna have to do this.
Can you try to build it as an object and implement the interface?
Wait a second. So the T is where is it getting the type from? Like, what is it used for?
I think it's like, launching the
no. This is just taking
something like that.
The type parameter is this refi T action callback. Action callback is this one, which is the one you would pass up here, right? But the point is, this is just calling this one and doing the, essentially it's just a helper that does this for you. But I don't get, like which implementation of this would this be running then? Just nothing? Well, anyway, we'll use this one.
Well, action callback is just an interface, isn't it? So
this seems way more complicated than it should. Now we're officially on track. Okay. So I can just do this, I guess, and then I have a context and I can just YOLO it, I guess. No context. Thank you. Start intent. Broadcast. I don't remember how to run. Send broadcast. Yay. Okay, what do you want? Functions which, okay. Composable. No, because you can have them both. Wait, what? Composable, you need to find in.
I picked something from the video, Sebastiano. I can't send you a screenshot, so you will probably need to open the video if you want.
Yes. Okay, let me open it on my secondary browser. You can do a custom action. Okay. So here that would be it doesn't seem to exist.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Unless custom action is a thing you get.
No, it should be like a builder or sort.
It doesn't seem to exist though. So just trying to see if they have anything else. So launch activity. No.
So, but maybe they renamed the builder. Maybe it's like the run callback thing, and then you can pass the implementation of the interface, because it feels like you need like
here,
to implement
like that would be stupid callback class API, right? Yeah, okay, that works. That's fine.
Yeah,
but
something like
still...
that. Okay. So what's with your run? Why is
functions which invoke add composable functions must be marked with the add composable action. Oh, that's glance ID. Okay, that was the problem. Okay, so what is with
what the
put extra is I think that again
there is a dot something.
It wants an ID
like we get this,
there.
which is useless because
but can you do dot something?
No, because that's all we have.
But no.
Yeah,
because
and it has one implementation which we could get this from, but I mean, I can use reflection, but I would rather not have to.
Wait. I mean, there is a source code, so I'm just gonna check the fucking source code.
Yeah, I'm going.
Yeah, but I'm going
as well.
I'm gonna snap at this shit because I like the idea, but you need to make it a bit easier, my friend. Where is this thing?
So what I've actually done in my implementation is I trigger this from a work manager task, and in there I just iterate through the app widget IDs that I get from app widget manager. So I'm not trying to do it internally as we are here, which is why I've got it working.
Get the app widget manager, right? So you can do get instant context, and you can do widget IDs. And the provider would be this, I think. probably. I don't really remember how this works, but component name, and this takes context and a class. So that maybe, let's see.
So now you want the extra to be widget IDs, and you want to use the extra app widget IDs one.
Okay,
that's it, yeah.
Let's see. I will also, just because. Okay, because it doesn't print well otherwise if it's just an array.
Yeah.
Let's try this. Let's see if this works. It seems more complicated than it should be still. Like I understand why they might want to keep the ID like an opaque like the implementation is opaque. That's fine. What I don't like is that there is literally no way for, like, you have a callback that is telling you, oh, here's your glance ID. No, you cannot have it. Like, don't pass it. Don't pass it. I cannot use it. It's useless for me. My precious. Haha! It's darker. Woo!
Nice.
So now if we change to day mode and then tap on it, we'll see if the update works.
Off. I clicked it. It doesn't seem to do anything. Is it even printing anything?
No.
Oh, didn't find class blah blah blah. Aha, so it's the clicky click that doesn't work, I guess. Okay, let me try.
Is it the visibility of
it
stupid
might
callback?
be. Let's try again.
So can dot update.
Okay, so now it's light. And nope. Then find class, stupid callback API.
What's
doesn't find the class. I mean, the last thing I can do is put it at the top level.
Extract it
the file is not gonna matter
file.
much. But
yeah, move it up. I don't know, another file, whatever it takes to redex the thing.
I guess. That will.
No, you need to do the onboarding.
That doesn't matter. Like, we don't care about the onboarding specifically.
No, fair enough. You just move the widget. I don't understand the comment. Probably I missed something there, suggesting.
Can the widget update?
But
does it have an update method? Also, where?
It does.
How do you like? The thing is, you still need to get to the point where you can call update, right? Which is our current problem.
Yeah, it needs to be in an action.
Okay, so let me try and click it.
Without you don't, just try click it.
Thank you for the cheer. Is it? It's working. So
yes.
Today we learned that you cannot have inner classes for callbacks for whatever reason.
Okay. Must not be private.
Okay. So I guess now what we can do is we can.
I've had a thought. Maybe you can make it inner, but you need to qualify it. Maybe you can have an inner, but you need to qualify it.
But
add the parent before.
Is it? Yeah, but well, let's see. But I don't think it should matter. Like the class, you'll get the class anyway. What you cannot necessarily do is, like, if you put it in here, you can make it inner. But I don't know if that worked. Let's see.
But do you need to, where you're actually declaring
this
your
one.
action run callback? Yeah. Do you need to?
I don't think so, because otherwise it wouldn't pick it. I mean, in the bytecode, I expect that to be normal stuff. I don't know. To have the fully qualified name anyway. I just want to see if the inner class works. Nope. Okay, so it must be at the top level. Okay. So we have the updatey thing. The annoying thing is that if you click it, all right, it's the old one. Yeah, because that's the thing with remote views. If you don't update it, it fails because it hasn't gotten the new one. But yeah, to get the widget ID, so that's fine. That's printing shit. Happy fucking days. So shall we try and do something with this?
Yeah.
Update. Mark, how do we automatically update if we can? I'm not sure.
Well, there's you're gonna get certain automatic updates for. I've had mixed results depending on whether I'm using the standard Pixel launcher or third-party launchers in various behaviors. For example, we're automatically getting rounded corners on the widget here on the Pixel launcher, but if I use Action Launcher Pro, I get square corners unless I explicitly get the corner values from the theme. So there are some restrictions on kind of.
Oh, there's a Pixel edition. Okay. Oh, hi, Spike.
Yeah. Are we getting Spike view, are we? Spike cam.
So I guess we need to have like the safe way to do this is to like put a background shape, like an image of some sort, instead of a solid.
Yeah, I've not looked at this. I'm just using a default. So yeah, we'll wing it together if you want to try that. I think if we're going with Material U, we should just go with what we're getting from the. Material U is only going to work properly with a Pixel launcher at the moment because it's so new. Likely. I think.
The thing is, I don't understand. Oh, because we have taken the resize mode. Yeah, because I was trying to resize it.
So if we want to support resizing, we're going to have to build a load of layout logic in.
Yep.
So I wanted to keep it simple.
But maybe we can do it in the future.
Simple. Yeah. Maybe that's a return where we'll try making it resizable.
Should we try and load some data in there? Maybe like let's go through. Oh, that's broken. It shouldn't allow you to do that. Oops. I was maybe just too fast. I don't know. Da, da, da. Da, da. Okay.
Just to announce it also, like with the voice, I just shot it in the chat. If you want to participate to today's giveaway for the stickers, just go to YouTube, subscribe to our channel, come back here, put the Parmigiano in the chat, and cross your fingers. And if you are a subscriber, you also get the holographic sticker. Look at this thing. So good luck.
I think we can just pick some random notification thing. I don't know if this makes any sense, but I don't think we have we don't have actually the notification app thing that we used to use. So can I create one? Sure. Does it actually
Does anything?
Show immediately? Yes.
Repeat every second?
I mean, no.
No.
Save changes. Did it? No, it still.
I don't know.
Still didn't.
No,
There are some notifications, but not the ones that I wanted.
Nope.
Just need to generate some notifications, but I don't know. Oh, okay, well.
Okay. Here you go.
So maybe we can show the number of notifications in the history. Yeah.
History.
Okay. Well, we can do stuff before the content block is composed. And to do that, what we need is to override the onReceive method in bundle app widget receiver.
Yep.
We must call super, but the onReceive in glance app widget receiver will trigger the update. So if we're going to extract anything from the intent, we need to do it before we call onReceive, because it's going to do an update there.
Right, it's this one. Okay, so we need to do it before.
Yeah. So if we want to grab something from an extra in the intent, then we
Does
can
this not
grab that
provide us
here
with anything from the intent? Like, we don't have access to the intent in here, right? Nope. Ugh.
Nope.
So the options that we get on update. Yes. I don't think there's a way. No, the options are all null. I don't think this actually is used anywhere else, which passes options. Oh no, this overload. Oh, it's on resize. Anyway, we tried. We failed. Yeah, we need to do shit here. So we need to do something like we can put extras here. Like we can define our own extras, I guess.
Yeah, and so what we want is from whatever part of the main bundle app is picking up those that we've got a new notification. Then we can just send an app update trigger.
Maybe. Okay, so we have the extra now, and we can just get it here. So number of items is intent dot get extra, which would be an int, and that would be cannoli widget dot extra number of items, and the default is -1. Dot take if it is greater or equal to 0. Okay, so we only want the number of items if it is positive, otherwise it's not there. Okay, and then what do you do then? Like, once you have this, how do you pass it to the content?
The easiest way is to make cannoli widget an inner class.
Yeah, can have a companion object once it's an
So
inner
that
class.
wants to be.
Okay.
And we want to make number of items a field of bundle app widget receiver.
I guess that we can also do this, given it's always the same one.
But isn't that going to create a new cannoli
No, the
widget
get
each
would,
time?
but this doesn't.
No.
Yes, this is the var. Okay. And here we can have like just show the number of items, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we probably also want to make the text bigger. And also we might want to make it square. Can we make it square? I think so.
We can, but we'll need to. Do we want it 2 by 2? That's going to be huge.
Yeah.
I'd say 1 by 1 if we've only got a tiny bit of.
Is
Make it
36
one by
one
one,
cell? Okie doke.
Yep.
I think so.
That's fine. Okay, and then we need
Ship it.
Font size.
Should be.
And text unit. Oh, well, we can do like...
You can just do 22.sp or something.
I guess we can just get it from the theme. Maybe the other way around?
Kinda. Yeah.
Oh, fuck off.
Nope.
Hey, I am trying hard, but I'm failing harder.
Yeah, you're trying so hard, my friend.
Have
You're
we
trying
actually
so hard.
got typography in there?
Yeah, we do have it. I think. Yeah. It just is not picking it up.
We are.
But can it font style text? No, it doesn't allow you to set the font.
No.
So, yeah.
It's quite limited.
That's
what's
fine.
there currently.
Okay. Okay. I think. Okay, this is just gonna show an A. I think one last thing we probably want to do is create a function in the companion object to do the update. Items, and this is an int, and this returns unit, and also this requires context. And then we have context dot then broadcast. I mean, it's the same thing as this. So I'll
it's
just
basically that.
extract the method. Update widgets, and it's fine for now. And I guess this is fine. I'll just move this up here. I don't love this, but for now it's okay, I guess.
Make it work.
Yeah,
make
so
it nice.
this is gonna be... Oi! Oi! I want the receiver. Okay.
Wow.
Widgets, and then the value...
First try.
Well, notifications count is an int question mark. Okay. And I guess, well, technically, this can live here.
Where do you
here,
use
and
it?
I use it here.
No, the number.
I use it here. Not
but
yet.
In the update widget.
Yeah.
What you could do
extra.
in the update, the problem you've got here is the must be top level isn't capable of providing.
Yeah, but that's fine. It can be null. Or minus.
But that means when you
I can
tap
do
on
minus
it,
one.
it's gonna.
I can do -1. That's fine.
NA.
That will work. But notifications count or -1, because then this will not take it, and it will not set anything, so it will keep the previous value if you have set one.
So
no, wait.
They're suggesting something in the chat.
No, that's wrong. Sorry. Run if let's let. Okay, that works. So we are getting the extra. If it's defined as 0 or greater than 0, then we set it. Otherwise, we just ignore it. That is okay, I think, for now. It can be made better. Sure.
Okay, I think there's a comment that maybe we don't need to use the receiver here. There's an update method where we can effectively trigger a recomposition and pass.
So we don't need to do the weird
stuff.
That's cool. Okay, so how do you access this? It's just glance up widget, whatever. So let's say, for example, in the notification service.
Oh, there is a link.
Thank you. Let's see. Yeah. Glance up widget manager. Okay. Okay, so you have this, and why is it defined there? I'm not sure. I don't think it's used elsewhere. I think it's just... Anyway, it doesn't matter. So you launch the coroutine that, well, this one does just pulls for stuff. And then you do get glance IDs, and for which you do bike share app widget. So bike share app widget.
I guess it's the widget.
Yes. And that takes that.
Okay.
But let me double check what that was actually doing. It's just calling update, but it is recreating it. So I'm not, because it's creating a new one. I'm not sold on that. Not super sold on that.
But is it
No,
a
it's
method?
it's a constructor.
Or is it a custom thing that Joe...
Like it's recreating the app widget and then it's calling update on it.
Yeah, but the update, can you check the...
That's from
because
Glance.
if we have
That's
an app
from
widget,
Glance.
you can access the documentation
Update
of
is,
the update.
but where the fuck is it? Here somewhere. There you go.
Okay. Update.
This one.
Okay.
So we could put options into the bundle and no, that's internal.
Yeah,
so
you
do that.
can call. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's gonna work that way. Because what he's...
Okay, they're saying that it doesn't matter if you create a new instance.
Okay. So what does this do? Is it like... Because it seems weird that you create it every time.
And I think these comments are coming from Marcel, who actually works on Glance. So it's, I think it's coming from a
I'm
good
not
authority.
saying that it doesn't seem correct. This just seems weird. But it's good to know. I would have never been able to say, oh, that's how you do it.
So
let's give it a shot.
Maybe Marcel can correct me in the chat if I'm wrong, but potentially the Glance app widget itself instance can just talk to the remote views. So you're not recreating those every time. It's kind of just an interface to that. So you can create a new instance of the app widget itself just from the Glance widget ID. And so it's just kind of a thin layer that you're creating each time.
Okay, so I assume... So as we said, we don't need to do all that path with whatever.
No.
So I can just paste this where I have the file manager, bulk, which is an app, yeah.
It's a Glance app widget manager.
So close.
Damn it.
And you need the context, which is this. And then you do manager dot... you need this to be... this is suspend.
In a coroutine.
And now it needs the canoli widget.
I like the fact that we have the author in the chat. I love this.
That's nice.
I mean, that's the best kind of feedback. So we are just a bunch of morons trying to use your library.
Sorry for butchering it.
And we are trying to punch it in the face to make it work. Can you show us the way, please?
We should not do this, I guess, and we should not do this, I guess.
Look at that. It looks like it's getting simpler.
Okay. So now we need to...
So basically, now we have a constructor in the widget where we pass the data that we want to update. Am I correct?
Wait. Oh, why? This doesn't need to be in there anymore, which fixes that. What is red here? Oh, yes, this one needs a null to begin with. I don't know if this needs to be a get then at this point.
Possibly does, because you need. Well, it shouldn't necessarily matter because I think, as Marcel confirmed, it is just a it's just a light layer that's still calling the remote views and app widget manager underneath. So it doesn't matter whether you're creating a new instance of the glance app widget each time.
Okay. And then this one, I guess, this one just needs to call update widgets and
the number.
I guess it can just be or just -1 we said is the one that we ignore. Let's just say.
Although if we take that logic out.
Yeah. Well, I'll just put it back. Whoops. So number of items is that. Okay, so we can do, well, count is number of items. So take if, well, no, actually, let's make it a bit more readable. If number of items is null,
Bravo.
then it's null. It's null. Else, I mean, this could be a when very much. So when number of items, yes. So null means null. -1 means 0. No, I think we just, okay, this is fucked up.
Cool. Cool. I mean, domain modeling.
I know.
Is hard.
I'm also at the stage where I'm quite tired, so it's even more complicated at this point.
Let's keep it simple.
Okay.
Let's keep it simple.
Let's do it this way. If count is not null and count is less than 0. Oh yeah, obviously. Count doesn't exist. Then we don't do anything. No.
Thanks, Marcel.
This is wrong, but
I mean, there is room for improvement, so it's gonna be in the next sprint.
So we don't need the extra anymore, and I've actually put this one here. This one needs a launch. Boom. Okay. So whenever there's a notification posted, then we update the value. To be fair, there's the flow here that we could also subscribe to. But it's like, doesn't matter. Just need when there's a notification posted or a notification removed, then we do this, and then this is the value. Okay.
Don't want the size on there, do you?
Yeah, no, this is the
notifications
count. It's fine. What I was thinking is this one takes the value, blah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah, it's just setting it. It's okay. Yeah, we had the complicated thing here because it was complicated. Fine, fair enough. Complicated stuff is complicated. Cool.
Yeah, it tends to be.
And I think I can also do this here. Okay, let's try and run it and see how that goes.
I can already predict that tomorrow I'll be rewriting my pet app to simplify things. I guess, you know, you approach things with the mindset of how... There we go.
Is it actually 4?
Look at that.
I mean, it's 3, but close enough.
History,
no, I'm
history,
actually getting the active
Out
ones
by
now.
1 error.
It's not the history anymore. So it should be 3,
Okay.
but for whatever reason it's 4.
So
But it's a number. I like numbers.
I mean, it's off by 1, so it's okay. It's off by 1, it's okay. But I saw the
while it was loading, I think
instant.
the right thing to do here would be not to do this, but rather if there is a number that is greater than 0, then you show it. Otherwise, you show something like a loading thingy. I don't know. So that would be relatively easy to do in the sense that you just do it here.
Can you use an emoji as a text and you put
you can.
So, like an emoji instead of NA? It looks like something is happening.
So if everything is fine, then no need to worry. Else, that was a very, very shouty else.
Shout.
Else! I mean, this is not good. I realize that the 2 branches are the same. The only thing that changes is the text, but it's okay for now.
Put an emoji. No. Fair enough. Oh well, I mean, I'm also curious how is gonna render the emoji.
I'm at the point where I'm like,
widget.
Should I use the weird JPR to get the colored emoji here?
And then you are gonna probably edit the video again.
No, it's alright. It's alright. No. There's nothing wrong here.
A sneak peek to the future.
If it works, I'm not sure that it does, but if it does, that'd be cool.
So for context, on Windows 11 or on Windows in general, you don't have like a nice support for emoji until.
I mean, they put a build of the JBR in the issue that tracks that problem, and I'm not entirely sure if it. Well, it does boot. So that's all. That's something.
Okay.
So
and still the old one. Okay.
I think this one is not working anymore, so I'll just kill Visor and restart it.
The thing that I still want to know is, do you still need to remove the widget and
right
then
now?
Add it again? But is there a way to avoid that?
Probably.
As a
when you start the application, cycle, I guess you can force an update. That would work, I imagine. But right, let me do. All right, now shut up. Ha. Yay! I got the poop. Yay! I'm happy.
Nice. Look at that, Perf. I love it. I'm so jealous. Look at that. So cute.
Yeah.
I mean,
doesn't
we are
take
simple
much.
people, Mark. We are very simple people.
Yeah.
So, but now I guess you could just hack it for now and just hack the conditional so it always displays the not available
I guess.
screen.
Well,
oh, look at that! It's so cute.
I guess we need a modifier to properly fill the. So what we could probably do is on our box we could probably add some filling. Where are we? I'm just trying to.
What do you mean filling? Like fill max size?
Yeah. Try that.
Oh God. What could possibly go wrong?
It should fill the size that we've declared the widget to be. So the 36
Yeah,
by
although
36.
I suspect that it's like those dip dimensions aren't particularly meaningful in this case. I don't know. It's doing something. Center. Yay. Okay, that could actually work. Although I think with the padding, probably that's gonna break.
Try taking the padding out.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, I don't need the padding anymore at this point. Or do I? No, I don't.
Now you an update should trigger that change because it's going to trigger a recomposition.
Did not. Ah! Did you try the hot reload feature of Android Studio? Is there one?
Is that live literal?
Maybe, but it wouldn't work with widgets anyway, so.
No.
Yeah, I don't know why it wasn't updating,
Nice.
but yeah. Shit.
But where is the number? So the number, when do you get the number? When you click?
When there's a new notification.
Yeah, I mean, theoretically,
so we are not doing it at the App
you
Start.
should get it on App Start. Let me just do
print something.
Let's try this. But I think the problem is when you click it, it is not passing the new value.
Click it.
Now it did.
Clicking with click face is just passing.
This one is passing -1.
Yeah.
And we don't know the previous value. But what we can do is be a horrible person.
We could pass in.
Static all the way.
Well, this is suspense, so it's fine. I can do first. Yes.
Double first? No.
It would be the first time. And then it wouldn't. It wouldn't anymore.
First time. Super first. First. Super first. Okay, 3. Okay, so the number works.
It seems to work.
No. Is it?
But
why is 4? I still
now
don't
it's
understand why it's 4.
But if I click it, it updates.
Hey.
So I'm not sure how you force, because the first time you call, like when you add it, the number of items is gonna be null, and that's why you get the shit, right? Thank you, Mark. So you get the poop because at the beginning when it's first created, it doesn't really know anything. So because it's null here.
Yeah, but how does the initial setup works? I think Android 12 has a setup screen or something. I can't remember.
There is a way with widgets to customize shit, but like you can launch an intent to configure the widget when you first add it, but I do not remember at all.
But how can we get the number when we add the widget? So can we overcome the constructor null situation?
Well, what we could do in here is because this is kind of a composable, I'm not sure if we've got side effects that we could run here so that if we do have a null, we could launch a side effect to trigger an update.
Yeah, I guess. So
let's try the side effect. Let's try. We never use them. Let's try the side effect.
Although side effects are not. No, I think that would be like launched effect. Yeah, because we need a scope. Yeah.
Suspend.
So the key would be the. Well, it doesn't matter.
666.
It does not matter. This returns nothing. That's fine. And we have var count. By remember, and this is a mutable state of number of items. And yes, thank you. And also import the set. Thank you. Not sure why I wouldn't import the set, but that's fine. So what we can do is we can do, well, essentially the same thing here that we have done down there. We have the context, I think.
Yeah, we want local context.
Well, no. We don't need to do that. We just need
one.
to count equals notification count. And then what we can do is if count is null, then we do the launched effect. Otherwise, we don't. I expect this would work, but I'm not sure. It depends how one-offy.
But then it's probably going to do. It's probably going to trigger the launched effect, then display the UI, and then recompose once the launched effect.
Maybe we need to do the
runs.
Update widgets. Yeah, probably we do. And notifications count. And then this one doesn't need to be, well, it doesn't need to exist in any case, because this is notification. Yeah.
Number of items.
Okay, what are you? All right. This is context. Okay, this should work, I guess. But
do we want to continue displaying stuff if we're
I would just say yes.
Do we want to return from there?
I think for now it's fine. Maybe what we can do is if number of items is null, then we show like a loading thingy. If it's less than 0, we don't.
Yep.
We show the poop. I don't know. Does it even? I don't think we can pass a number less than 0. So that's kind of like a failure mode, like a desperate failure mode. So let's turn this into a when, and let's say that if number of items is null. Yes.
Yep.
Can you show how you can wrap with brackets?
Select something,
selection, please.
Press the brackets or the parentheses, whatever.
You don't have the presentation assistant. That's why.
I do.
They don't see the keys. Okay, I didn't see.
It's there, but not when you type normal text. It's not a shortcut. It's just
fair enough.
Select something and press the parentheses. It will wrap things for you. Same goes with like quotes, single quotes, square, braces, this,
bracket,
like all the things that can wrap. It works.
Wrap.
It's nothing.
Actually, I was expecting presentation assistant to show that.
No, because otherwise it would spam you with all the characters that you type all the time. It has no way of saying, oh, that parenthesis specifically is going to wrap. No, you don't need to do any shift. It's just literally just the.
No, I mean if you want the curly brackets, yes, you need
but
shift.
I think
on an English keyboard, I mean.
Yeah, because you need that to type it as well, and you need to
but
get
it's
the curly
just
bracket.
Normal way you do it, I guess. I would imagine coders know how to do the curly braces, curly brackets.
Yeah, alt.
Brexit, did you say?
I don't even.
It's alt gr 1 2 3, right? Like in the old days.
Is there a progress circular? I don't think so.
No, it's the I think it's
no,
the
but,
circular one.
Yeah, but it's not the glance
spinner,
one.
The progress
one. Why not?
Yeah, I was
clock
thinking
emoji?
the same.
Yeah, the clock emoji.
We only have
Go
this.
with the clock emoji.
Okay, so I guess what we're doing is copy pasting the code again. Yeah.
But you could actually do the launched effect from that block as well. The launched effect code you could actually put in that same block.
It is in the same. Oh no, right. Sorry. Yeah, right. But what I wanted to do was actually to change this a bit in a second. So just give me a sec. Okay. Oops. Put 2.
Fuck you and your colorful emoji. Can I say that? Yeah, I want to say that. Fuck you. Fuck you. I mean, I'm getting mad at this. So I need to spam it on Twitter and like Twitter shame somebody, JetBrains. I want this stuff out. Why do you are the only one that
tracker.
has it?
I'm not doing anything weird.
I don't.
It's just it's there. It's public.
Yeah, but
I'm not showing anything secret.
I hate it. I need
That's
to check
the
issue.
problem. You need to check the issue because that like it's there. It's just like.
Oh, well, I don't know. I mean, which J R
I don't know.
Whatever R E
I don't know.
I
Let
need
me find
to
it.
use. This is a serious matter for me. I need emoji in my code. But jokes aside, I use them a lot for instead of icons because vector drawables kind of thing. I prefer emoji. Look at that! Thank you. You're such a nice person. Completely.
Yeah, there's a comment
just by your heart, right? I have
a comment on the 3rd of November by Nikita Gubarkov, sorry, that has the link to the nightly runtime build. This is very YOLO, by the way. I want to point this out, but I will do it for the color emojis. Okay.
I see the comment. Okay. Jesus. Okay.
Okay, so let's try and remove this and add it again. And if it works, I think we can call it a day. And if it doesn't work, I think we can also call it a day. Yeah, it works. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
No, look at that. Look at that.
4. And now,
love it. This is good.
For Mark's favorite part.
The feet.
Ooh.
I want feet.
Oh, it's a screenshot. I was like, what the shit is this? It's a screenshot. Visor. Feet. Yes. Yes.
Perfect.
And this doesn't update, which is not good.
Okay.
But if I click it, it does.
No, come on. Try to add.
Yeah, but I think there must be some way for widgets to get an update notification when the dynamic colors change, but I don't know what that is. Because I cannot imagine that they forgot that part.
This is so nice.
What phone is that? No, I'm afraid it's a half broken Pixel 3a. And by half broken, I mean that I broke the screen and I repaired it myself. And now it's like 1 millimeter away from the body of the phone. Ooh, it's full of shit in here.
Oh my God!
Hey,
it's gonna give me OCD.
this is a dev
Never
phone,
show
and
me
with the
phone.
case, you don't notice it too much.
Yeah. Oh, okay, that's fair. That's fair. So
Yeah.
it's a patch. It's a hotfix. But I liked it. But
I
why
have
it went
no
blue
idea.
again? Wait, did it go blue again?
But if I remove it and I re-add it, will it work? No, it does not. Ha ha.
But
No,
there
no,
is
the
a
border
border.
is just the launcher.
No. What was it? But it was brown for a
It
second.
doesn't want to fit. I don't know.
That's working for me.
So if I change the colors to something else, like maybe not the blue one. Ooh, oh, I broke the launcher. Oops.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Did you select two at the same time?
Now it's the right color.
Except the QA.
Oh my God! Yeah, true story.
I'm surprised we didn't
Click
get
once, click twice, click 100.
I'm surprised we didn't get a rant from you, Seb, about Pixel Snicks not being available in Italy.
At some point it will, but that point is not today,
don't
very
do
clearly.
that.
So yeah, it works.
Look at that! I don't know. I mean, I think nobody knows if it's gonna be like January or October of next year. So it's at some point 2022.
Do we get? Is there like a broadcast
it looks
that we get when there's a?
Even there is like a notification configuration,
but we don't
change something,
that.
you know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I've tried various things for this, and I'm not seeing.
Oh, that's how you change the radius.
Some of the foreground and background changes kind of make this tough because you can no longer register for orientation change notifications if you've not got a foreground service running and stuff like that, because you kind of need to start it programmatically. You can't just register for an orientation change updates in your manifest because it's not supported. You have to start you know, programmatically register for updates, which you can't do unless you're in the foreground and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's kind of tricky. I'm hoping that's something that will get addressed in this. There needs to be a way of detecting this, and even if it's passed down from the home screen, you know, just to trigger all the widgets to update. You should be able to.
It will be weird.
Yeah, you can get this information from the configuration. You can get the configuration from the local context. So the information's available, but it's just knowing when something's changed that's tricky.
Yeah, but you need to pull the information. I would like to have the information pushed to me, right?
Exactly. And I can't see any way of getting an update when they're.
I'm pretty sure that if you relaunch the app or you reset the widget, then you get a new color. But then it's that. I mean, we need something a bit more event driven because otherwise it's kind of meh.
So
yeah, there's no event or something.
So there is technically a way to do it, but it only works with the actual thing, not with the Compose ones, not with Glance, I guess. I don't think it exists yet. Because
well, I mean, but this thing is not in alpha,
I mean,
so
it's fine. It's fair. It's fair. It's not there
great.
yet, but eventually, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean, think about my scenario. It will be completely covered by what we did today, you know, because I will probably have like a static background. I will just have content that updates once a day, so I can probably go Mark's way with a work manager kind of thing. By the way, I mean, if only we knew somebody that can explain work manager, right? To us. I mean, if only we had somebody. Hi, hi, Pedro. Hi, Ben.
What happened?
Okay.
So
oh yeah,
it.
what? It's
No,
Did you get
it
a
went
foldable?
landscape for
Okay.
some reason. I'm not sure. Whoop.
By the way, why is 4? Do we really want to
I think the reason is that there are actually 4 items in here. Like I don't like that's what there is. There's no other way. That
could it be like they're filtering
I think
duplicates? Are we filtering
so.
duplicates from the list for some reason?
Why not just? Can you just do a for each on the notifications and just give some kind of description of each?
I can print them all, I guess.
Print them all.
But I rather. Damn it! It's gonna be annoying. This is gonna be annoying. Title. Sure. Okay. That will print it at the start, and I'll do it later as well. I'll do it in a coroutine so it doesn't fuck up everything. But fuck you. Okay. Let's try and launch it, see how it goes. Yeah, I'm not like entirely sure. Why did you go in landscape phone? Ugh. So this should be printing stuff now.
Like errors.
Notification listener could not be unbound. I'm sure that's fine. There you go. USB debugging connected. Charging this device via USB. No title, and then the weather. So is that because
I'm pretty
no
sure that we
title
are filtering out. Yeah, we are filtering out the one without the title.
Let me check the notifications list screen. Active notifications. Are we filtering them somewhere? I do not know. Yeah. No, it's group.
Filter not. No.
Maybe that's.
But this is
maybe
already...
that's why, because one of them is a group, like this one are probably grouped. Or maybe not, but I don't know. But yeah, we should probably do the same thing when we get the number, I guess.
Or we shouldn't probably filter them in the UI. We can filter them
at some point,
data layer,
our app
maybe.
will be less horrible.
Yeah.
That day is not today.
Oh, yeah. Pretty sure that, hexagonal architecture, port and adapters, we have a long way to go.
There's work to do. Let's put it this way. And we're up for it.
Mm-hmm. No, pull requests
we are up for it. I mean, you're saying from you or?
No. Oh. I'm still
there you go.
sold
It's
on the
3 now.
material,
Fuck it. It's done. Boom. Ship it.
Yeah, it's 3. Perfect.
I can remove this stuff.
YOLO.
It works.
YOLO.
The system works.
Fancy. Okay, so, but this is not one by one. I mean, it is one by one, but it feels larger. So I think I missed the moment where you made it bigger than normal.
What was normal?
No?
What?
The widget. The widget. I don't think it's
Oh
36
no,
by
this
36.
is 36 by 36. But launchers have a different idea of, because they use a grid. So depending on the grid, I think you can change that. Maybe not in the pixel launcher, but you can change
okay,
it.
I get
think.
it.
I was quite sure you could, but maybe it's here. Aha, there you go. So yeah, you can do like a 4x4. Couldn't add widget. I'm sure you could if you wanted. But yeah, you can. Yeah.
That you don't want.
You see now it's
widget.
bigger.
Oh, look at that.
But the size depends on the grid.
Yeah.
Also, I completely fucked up the launcher now, but that's fine.
As long as it's legit.
So this is more like 4 by 5. It is more on the like square size.
2 by 2.
So yeah, it's more squarish. But the point is, you have a space that is assigned to you, and like the launcher decides. That's it.
Oh well, but that's a minimum width. Okay, sorry.
And you can technically make this resizable as well.
Scale.
So you can then launch it, and obviously, if you were doing things more properly, then what you would also be able to do is you would change the layout, but you can size it to whatever you want. But obviously what Mark was saying is that you need to start putting conditionals here, or like on breakpoints telling you, oh, this is the size. You want to show more stuff, less stuff. So for example, if it's bigger than X, you can oh, another notification. It works. Yeah.
And it updated automatically.
Fuck me, that works.
And yeah, you can say if it's bigger than whatever, then you can show different things.
Or did it? Was it you resizing?
I mean, it might have done it afterwards. I'm not sure. But
but there is fetching active notifications.
So it's
the service triggering. Oh Jesus. Okay. Can you relaunch the app? Is it the app not refreshing and the widget is?
No, I shouldn't reinstall it. Restart app. Okay. Yay.
3 errors.
This is Crashlytics. It's your fault. Because you put it in Crashlytics, so it's your fault. But yeah, I'm not sure why it went to 4.
Okay.
But I had resized it already, so it shouldn't have been a problem. Because like now it's rerunning the composition every time it snaps to a different size. It's rerunning it because it you want to see how it's gonna look as you resize it.
Yeah, so you really want to build an adaptive layout in there.
Yeah. I mean, if you decide that you can resize the thing, you need to.
How do you get the
go the extra mile to make it look nice?
Local
size mode. Oh, okay.
No, local size.
Current, and like full size, and then you can do.
So, and this is the size of the, but that's a DP size. So it's not the amount of, it's not the matrix. It's not the number of places that you have. It's like a size is in DPs. How can you do the?
It's your problem pretty much with widgets.
I'm confused. Well, but I mean, it should give me something like, oh yeah, you resized it to 3 by 4, and then I can do the math. But if you give me like a size in DPs, how can I know? I mean,
how many dips are in a grid entry? We don't know. You don't know. You kind of have to.
Okay. So it's not me. It's just
Yeah,
like it's a legit
you don't know.
question,
Like literally,
right?
you have no
Because
idea. It's kind of you're on yourself at that point. Yeah.
Yeah, but
what you could
that's
do,
hard.
sir, is if you set that conditional you just had, if you get just return a string from
Oh,
that.
yeah, I wanted to show two text, one on top of the other, actually. Just to show that it's a different thing.
All right.
'cause-
Okay, then you might need a column instead.
I'll keep the
then,
box
yeah,
because it gets me
rather
the
than-
background.
You could do
but-
that just with the box. Yeah, but you could just change box to column and it would do
Yeah.
the same thing.
I could.
The sadness. Oh my god. Oh, this is getting late. It's just getting late. Okay. But this is good because we went through a lot of stuff today. So there is a lot of UI.
Spacer, I don't think it works.
There is the app.
Oh yeah, there is.
Make
Aha!
a spacer. No, there is a
Yahoo!
spacer. We went through the update phase, so we know how to update. We know how to build it. I'm pretty sure that there is like a gazillion other things missing from Glance at the moment.
Yeah, definitely.
But so far, so good. I mean, I feel like I can build something with this already. Don't you?
Yeah.
I already have.
I mean, this guy bragging live on Twitch. I mean, you come to my house bragging that you already had this shit in your pet projects. I mean,
What about your
really,
pet project,
really?
even? What about your?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. This is what you get when you wait for your friends, you know, to come and share their knowledge instead of just building your stuff. But this is, I mean,
would you have preferred it if I'd have come on and hadn't got a Scooby what I was doing?
Yeah,
and boggled as much as the rest of you.
I already have one of that. Don't worry, I already have one. It has a lot of hair and a beard, but I don't know
who you're talking about.
So I don't need another one. I like the fact that when you come, you know what you are doing.
No, I'd pretend to know what
That's
I'm doing.
what I do.
It's a, but jokes aside,
I'm just hacking it together as I go along as well. But
yeah, but jokes aside, I mean, this feels already usable. I mean, especially for my use case, you know, just show a couple of, because I need to show. It's like 3 lines, basically. You know, it's like a sort of to-do list. So you just have three text, and maybe like a checkbox or a sort, something. So I'm not looking at interacting with the widget too much. You just click and you open the app. You know, that you don't resize it because it's always 3 lines. So I mean, I think we are already in good shape.
Not
here.
entirely sure. Like the size we're getting is probably. I probably fucked up something.
You're not printing it, right? Anyway.
Yeah, I mean that's just the general idea. Then, if anyone wants to play with it, then that's how you would do it. But there's probably more to it than this. So.
But
this is good. This is good.
Yeah, I've been impressed with it. That's why I suggested coming on and talk about it, because it's kind of usable as it is. There's some stuff that probably needs adding. You know, it's not clear how to handle config changes and stuff like that. And it doesn't seem to handle day-night changes. But you know, it could be just that they're working on the basics first. So
yeah, it's not even alpha, for fuck's sake, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
so
Sebastian, I think you don't
I think
get
that's the problem.
Can you try to click? So what if you click? Does it
but
recompose?
It still doesn't
but it should recompose
get the
when
size.
you resize.
So there's probably something broken. Because I would expect it to recompose when there's when the widget is resized. I don't know. That might just be the fact that it's in pre-alpha.
It is.
Yeah, I mean
It is the glance local
Yeah,
size you're using, is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Whatever, it's fine.
Okay.
At least that much
this
space.
is
So
this.
Maybe there's some other params we need adding to the
or
XML
maybe
declaration.
like the
that.
glance app widget has some resize.
Size mode, state now.
There is a resize method, but it's an internal.
Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't feel painful, so this is good.
Definitely
the
less
idea
painful
that I have
than
is like
the normal way you
miss-
would do widgets.
Yeah, I mean, the feeling is more like, okay, I agree. Probably something is still missing. It's a bit rough on the edges, but I'm pretty sure I can build something with this, and I won't hate it too much. Plus, I have the author in the chat, so I can't be happier than this. I mean, what the fuck? I love it.
Like we ever pulled any punches.
This is so cool. Yeah, thank you. No, Mark, I actually thank you a lot for coming, because this is so cool. Thanks.
Always a pleasure.
Ivan, do you want to do the...
Beautiful people.
Oh yeah,
do we want
it,
to
and
run
then
the
let's
giveaway?
wrap up, because otherwise we need to postpone the VOD tomorrow.
Yeah. Let's see. Boom! Aurelio got the stickers. Look at that. Look at that. Bravo, Aurelio, for joining us, for subscribing. You just did it for the fucking holiday, don't you?
That's a good reason. That's a good reason.
I like it. So congratulations for supporting the channel. You get a bunch of stickers. By the way, as promised, we also are gonna give away more stickers, because Seth brought back more stickers, so you get also some other sticker other than us. So if you cannot go to conferences, apparently conferences are coming to you. We are bringing you stickers. So thank you everybody to stick with us. Mark, thank you for coming. Sebastiano, thank you for coping with all the discomfort of your machine.
Hey,
and your
I have
setup.
colored emojis. I'm happy.
Damn it, I need to download that thing now.
Do.
Fuck me.
Wrap it up.
Anyway, so what
are
we doing
design on
episode?
Wednesday, and we're doing, I don't remember, on Sunday. Oh, thank you for the sub.
There's Hugo coming in,
on
right?
Sunday. Oh yeah, we have Hugo. Right. Yeah. Where's Hugo when you need him? Hugo!
Hey.
Hugo! So Hugo's gonna come and help us make our build TOML version catalog better with the library that is released, that is not RxLint. Okay. See you on Wednesday for some more design things with someone from the material team again.
And I will promise those on the chat that my normal trolling will be resumed. Maybe not with the design team, because I like to listen to what they have to say. But and Seb doesn't touch much code then, so there's not much trolling or opportunity.
But things can still break, and they do. So I still give you an opportunity to troll, I guess. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Fantastic. See you on Wednesday. Thank you again, Mark. Ciao, Ivan.
Ciao, Caro. Ciao, ciao.